Hey there, Fibre Friends. I'm Sarah. I'm coming to you from my spinning wheel with a very quick, I'm hoping I can get this all in one take today, little video for you because today is my birthday. And I want to do something that I haven't really officially ever done here on my channel, and that is ask for a little birthday present from you all. So I hope you'll bear with me and that you might be open to doing the couple of very simple things that I'm asking for my birthday this year. So I'm just gonna spin while we chat, and I will pop in a little footage just talking about the fiber that I'm spinning, and I will highly recommend that you go check out Frost Yarn over on her Instagram, and she has a YouTube channel, I believe. She has some of the most stunning and vibrantly dyed fiber that I've ever seen, and creates some of the most beautiful bats. I've had the pleasure of spinning a couple of them, and I can tell you right now, they are absolutely worth every penny. So check that out, and here's the footage talking about the fiber that I'm spinning. So I've got this bat, and this fiber came from Frost Yarn, Nicole of Frost Yarns. Highly recommend you check her out. Everything's linked below. This particular fiber came to me a couple years ago when she released a batt carding book that you could purchase the book and some of her dyed fiber together in a kit. I will link that, maybe talk about it a bit more later. But this particular bit of fiber, here we go, this bat opens all the way up like this. This particular bit of fiber was to spin a self-striping yarn. So I carded it up in stripes that were parallel to the orientation of the spinning of my drum carder. And now I want to spin it, so I'm going to split my bat approximately 50-50 this way, so that I can spin these stripes. I think I'll spin from the fold in order this way, and then ply together, and things won't line up perfectly, but overall we'll have a self-striping rainbow gradient type situation. So it's all going to be very approximate. Like I said, just splitting things approximately down the midpoint of this bat. So I've got bobbin 1, bobbin 2. Let's roll this guy up and think about the best way to go about spinning this. I could very easily separate out a pink stripe, an orange stripe, a yellow stripe, a green stripe, blue stripe, purple stripe by tearing it this way. And that might be, quite honestly, the best way to do it. But how much color blending between the stripes am I going to have? I'm not too sure, but you know what, that's what we're going to do. So purple, but I'm going to divide it again a second time. So 1, all purple, 2, purple with a little bit of blue. The next sort of handful will be mostly blue with a little bit of purple. Next handful, be sort of blue with a bit of green. A mostly green section. Green with a bit of yellow. Yellow with a tiny bit of orange. Oops. Yellow and orange combo section. Mostly orange. Orange and pink. And then just pink. Keep these in order and go ahead and spin them. So that's it for spinning. I'm going to obviously do it while I'm chatting, But this isn't a spinning video, this is a little chat and a little ask, if you will, for my 36th birthday. I have been here on YouTube for I think 9 years now, 2015 to 2024, with some obviously long hiatuses in between producing content, as life tends to continuously get the better of my ambitions for growing my YouTube channel. But last year, well, it was actually the year before, so 2022, right before Christmas, I kind of decided that I was finally at a place with my home life, with our work life, with my kids, with everything, where I wanted to sort of reach a little harder for this dream I've had percolating in my head of making fiber arts actually the front and center of my life, as opposed to a little hobby that I do on the side. And part of that comes from my belief in myself that I can make a go of it here on the old YouTube. And part one of that was getting my YouTube partner program back. So last year I set myself goals to hit the minimum required watch time to get back into my YouTube partner program, as well as to grow my channel to 5,000 subscribers. And initially I had ambitious plans for, you know, a year of spinning projects here on YouTube, which is some of my favorite content absolutely to make. All of that got thrown somewhat aside. Can you believe that might be the case? When I got my cancer diagnosis in March, when I found out that I had stage 2B breast cancer and would be spending the rest of the year fighting the good fight against that. And luckily, well, not just luck, thanks to science and medicine and my own willpower to persevere through 6 rounds of chemotherapy and through surgery, I was declared no evidence of disease in November, and I'll be finishing up my last couple rounds of Herceptin and Perjeta Herceptin and Perjeta antibody treatment. I have a whole video on that, my cancer playlist linked below, of course. And so again, I'm back at that point where I really think, now the whole world might burn down around me before we get to do this, but where I really have the audacity to think that I can do this. Now, some of you have been here for, you know, from the very get-go. I know I have some people who, when I started posting again last year, they were very excited to see my videos and commented things about how they watched my old spinning videos back in 2015, 2016. Some of you have watched my family grow as we added twins and then Marshall, as I finished grad school and moved out to our homestead. And I am so grateful for those of you who've been here all along. And others are relatively new. I know that I did pick up quite a few followers as I posted my cancer journey here. And I did, you know, get myself back into the YouTube partner program and hit my, you know, goal of 5,000 subscribers last year. Had a somewhat viral knitting video, if you will, in the form of my tip regarding weaving in your ends as you go during the release of Stephen West's annual Mystery Knit Along. So those things have all helped, and I'm, you know, still growing the channel. But for my birthday, if you made it this far in the video and you're putting up with my rambling, I should have maybe scripted this. If you've made it this far and you are not yet a subscriber to my channel, if you would please, for my birthday, if you wouldn't mind, hitting that subscribe button and subscribing to my channel. I don't know how much in terms of the old YouTube algorithm that does or does not affect getting views, but I know that it definitely will bring me a bit of joy on my birthday to watch that subscriber number go up a little. And if you wouldn't mind leaving a comment on this video, that's my second birthday ask, shamelessly asking for things for my birthday here. If you wouldn't mind leaving a comment on this video, even if it's just to say hello, but more excitingly to me, if you would share what you would be most interested in seeing out of my channel this year. I, plan to certainly have a lab report podcast style episode once a month where I update you on everything that I've been working on. I plan to have plenty of spinning content, including workshopping this old antique and getting it functional and learning how to spin with an overhead long arm, long draft, the way that great wheel spinners used to. But if you've got any specific requests of things you might like to see or just questions you might have, leave me a comment below. I'd appreciate it. It would be the sweetest birthday gift that you could give me. And then my final birthday ask, if I haven't asked for too much already, is if you could go and give my old Instagram account a follow. I had the unfortunate experience this week. Well, fortunate, I upgraded my cell phone and managed to get myself onto a less expensive plan than I was on prior, which doesn't happen very often in this period of everything costs more money than it did 2 minutes ago. And when I got home with my cell phone, I went to log into Instagram, which promptly decided that I was not me and I was someone trying to hack into my Instagram, and locked me out of my account, which in my foolishness was only linked to my graduate school email, which I no longer have access to. And after, spending the runaround on Facebook, Meta, whatever it is, on their help website, it looks like there's basically slim to no chance that I will get back into the @YarnLab Instagram account, which is like an egg on your face moment and frustrating as all heck, because I cherish that Instagram account and feel an irrational amount of possessiveness over the fact that I have the original @YarnLab handle there. Something which, no one wants the handle with 5 million letters and numbers in it. Anyways, so if you could give my new Instagram account a follow, that would be helpful. And that way you wouldn't miss out on anything I've got going on in my yarn lab over there on Instagram. Rambly, I know. Anyways, that handle now will be Sarah_YarnLab, so hopefully still very recognizable as me. Maybe somehow we'll get back in to the old account one day. Maybe not. But yeah, so those are my 3 birthday wishes. To sort of help me with my goal of growing my, fiber arts content creator sort of aspirations that I have. It feels really bizarre and embarrassing and all sorts of things to say that, as a 36-year-old with quite a bit of education in a unrelated field, I mean, I have a doctorate in biochemistry and molecular biology, to be setting myself a goal and trying to take it very seriously of being a content creator. But I think that it's reasonable, and I think that I have a lot to offer. I hope if you've made it this far in this video, you agree with me. And so I really want to push the envelope and see what I can do with this medium, with YouTube, and with you all, because I also just love the community. Nothing is more inspirational for me and my fiber arts projects than sharing them all with you all here. So yeah, 3 asks. Make sure you're subscribed. Leave me a comment. Bonus points if you let me know what you might be interested in seeing out of my channel this year. And if you really wouldn't mind clicking over to your Instagram account to help out my poor foolish self growing my new Instagram account there. And I mean, you follow me, I will likely follow you back, especially if you are a Fibre Arts related account. And then I don't miss out on all of the amazing things that you guys are doing with Fibre. So yeah, that's what I got for you today. It's been one heck of a week. I'm wearing my rodeo sweater, I should say. This was a project that I test knit for Jennifer Berg. She's the designer of this pattern. And I released a video yesterday where I shared the process of that test knit, the sort of vlog, if you will. So that was exciting. And what else this week? Oh, my cat almost burned my house down this week. It's a little fun story for you. I was down here, not spinning, I was actually winding yarn off my bobbins the other day to complete a spinning project that should go live in a video next week. And my fire alarm went off. I rushed up the stairs to find flames shooting off the burner on my stove, and my cat Kimmy running frantically away. He likes to hop up onto our stove and has been known to turn burners on. And there was unfortunately a plastic cutting board left on the stove and some of my kids' spelling test homework near the plastic cutting board. Long story short, I grabbed a jar of water and put it out, and we averted a total disaster, but it definitely made for an interesting day and quite the adrenaline dump. So PSA, if you have a cat that knows how to turn on your stove, get rid of that cat. Just kidding. But make sure that your fire alarms work and that you're not leaving stuff on your stovetop, as I'm sure I'm not the only one who often does. So that was this week. Valentine's Day was this week. My birthday, 36, seems, I don't know, I feel both much older than I was last year, having come through cancer, and also, you know, exactly the same as I have for the last 5 years, so that. And then next week, I'm actually flying home to Ontario with my son Marshall. The two of us are going to go on a special mommy and son visit because I haven't been home to see my family in over a year and a half on account of the old cancer treatment. So things might be a little bit disrupted with posting here, but I don't think so. I've got the footage ready and I've got it about halfway edited, the video that I want to put up next week, and I've got the idea for the following video, so we should be alright here. Anyways, this spin I think is going to go super quick. I've got the idea that this will be a contrast color in a hat project for my son Alex, because he has lost 4 hats this year. Some of them hand knitted, some of them hand crocheted, so he definitely needs to lose a hand spun, hand knitted hat. Hopefully not lose it. Please don't lose it, Alex. But I've got this fiber flying from my hands onto this bobbin, just my default spinning style. Anyways, thanks for bearing with me through this little quick spin and a chit-chat video. Trying to be a little bit open and honest about my goals and ambitions, and I can't obviously achieve any of that without you here, so thank you, thank you, thank you very much, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.